Good evening, everyone. I'm Nathan, here with my wonderful wife, Laura.
Hello.
And we're going to do a quick review of the board game press conference.
We say board game, weirdly, because there's no board. It's more of a party game.
Party
sort of
card
thing.
game, yeah. So, it actually reminds me of a Whose Line Is It Anyway game they used to play about interviewing.
Yes, if you've seen that, let us know in the comment section. The idea is that you're at a press conference, hence the name press conference, and the person being interviewed, the interviewee, has to work out who they are because they don't actually know.
And they have to work out who they are based on the questions that the interviewers are asking them.
Yes. So it does say this is a 2 to 4 player game, but if you only have 2 players, then you've only got one interviewer, which it means that you rely a lot on that one person.
So
you'll see why.
Technically it's playable, but it's definitely more of a party game.
Yes, you're going to want a group of people to jump into this one. Now, just for reference, when we open this, have a look at how big the box is compared to my hand. It's not a huge box
Pretty
or
big
anything,
box.
but
We're talking about like a large book or something like that.
an old PC game box.
An old piece of, yes.
Yes. All right, so this is a relatively cheap game compared to some out there. We paid even less. I think it's about $20, and it is still around in some places. We paid $4 on clearance, so that gives you any indication.
Laura's just got the manual over there.
Yes, so there is a sheet of instructions that'll be scanned in the description down below, just in case you find the game without the instructions.
What are you getting here? Not a whole lot.
No.
You get three microphones, because obviously the fourth person is the interviewee. These are just props. They don't really serve any actual functions per se.
They're just cardboard, and they all have like a different, news-related thing on them.
Which I'm disappointed, because they're not even puns.
No, it's just live news, breaking news, yeah.
We have a basic sort of egg timer sort of thing. I think it's 20 seconds.
Yes, which is not long. And then we have our cards.
The final thing I've got in the box is, the cards, which has got the, I suppose, categories, the famous, the famous people, celebrities.
Yeah. All right, so what you do is you select one person to go first as the interviewee. So the person who is going to have questions asked of them. They actually have to step out of the room so that the other people can find out who that person's going to be.
So let's pretend that you're the interviewee.
All right, I'm leaving the room.
You've left the room, then me and all my invisible friends behind me, we pick up a card and we go, okay, well, let's see, Bilbo Baggins or Darth Vader?
So between anyone who is an interviewer, you have to have a look at those, make sure you all know who they are. So say if someone said to Nathan, I don't know who Darth Vader is, I guess we'll have to go with Bilbo Baggins then.
Then
or
obviously,
vice versa.
So then once you've picked who you're going to get the interviewee to guess,
you have them come back into the room.
Yes.
So say I then come back into the room, I'm meant to have a chair turned backwards, it says in the instructions, to pretend it's like a lectern you're standing at.
Pardon me. And we're also supposed to have, as the interviewers, supposed to have chairs as well.
Yes. What you then do is turn your timer over. You've only got 20 seconds to guess who you are. Everybody interviewing would take a microphone, and they know who you are. They have to think of a question to ask me about the person or character or celebrity or whatever it may be, and I have to then guess from the question they're asking.
I can't obviously say the name of it, but if all our group pick Darth Vader and I go, is the Death Star completed yet?
And I might be like, oh, I think I might be Darth Vader. I can guess if I know after the question. If I don't know, I need to select another person to ask me a question.
And they're saying that if there's 3 people, you have to make it known that you want to, get question answers. So you got to put these up.
Yes, me. I've got a question for you.
So that's the gist of it. If Laura did happen to guess Darth Vader, then she keeps the card. The first person to have 3 cards or 3 correct guesses wins.
Yes.
And then because I asked the question which she guessed correct on, it's then my turn to be the interviewee.
Yes. Now, if I got it wrong, maybe I was like, or maybe from the first question, I was like, I don't know who it is. I would then go, oh, you, okay, you've got your hand up, I'll pick another question. I still only have 20 seconds total, though, not per question.
So we're gonna get into some of the issues with this game.
So then I would maybe have another chance to guess if a second question was set in time. If not, or I got it wrong, I do not get the card, and the person who asked the last question goes next as the interviewee instead.
And then it keeps on sort of cycling around till everyone's got...
Till you have 3. We should say the person who asks the question that then they guess from also gets a point or a card to represent like their points.
Now, here's the problem I have.
Just one?
Just one. Well, apart from the fact the box didn't really need to be this size, this is not something you need to buy something for to actually play. You could do this yourself.
Yeah. We were talking about that, how, you know, most people have a phone with them. You can just put a timer on your phone. These are just props, you don't kind of need them. And if you're sending someone out of the room, then you can have a chat and go, okay, who shall we be? Oh, let's be this actress or this character or whatever. Just from your mind rather than needing the cards.
That's one issue. Another issue is 20 seconds is not a lot of time. You probably get, I think we timed it about 3 questions you can get.
If you're quick. So, yeah, once you turn this over, you're meant to be looking at the people who are the interviewers and go, yep, okay, you, person 1, ask me a question.
They're supposed to stand up and ask their question, and then you're supposed to go, yes, no, I don't know.
And then they sit back down, and then you ask another person their next question. So with them kind of standing up, standing down, and you selecting them in between, it's hard to get many questions in. So you really want people who are going to ask you good questions. So yeah, I mean, I was saying to Nathan before we filmed, this really comes down to the group of people you're playing with.
Yes.
It's very much a party game. So if you have people who are maybe a little bit more shy at a party, or they're not very good with characters and celebrities and things like that.
I'm not personally that good asking questions about a person.
Yeah.
I don't seem to I can't work it out as quickly as some other people would.
Yeah, so if you have people who are like, hang on, give me a minute, I've just got to think of a question, you're going to have trouble guessing in time, unfortunately. So, you mentioned maybe like more of a house rule for the time.
Yeah, definitely a house rule. Maybe I'd say for at least 30 seconds would be a more safe bet. You'd get
at least,
probably 4 or 5 questions in.
Yeah. We should mention there are also wild cards in here somewhere.
And basically they just function as, instead of whatever celebrities on the card, you can just pick someone that everyone personally knows. A
brother
husband,
or a
wife,
friend.
lover, sister, whatever it may be.
Yeah. So obviously everyone has to know them though. So if you're playing with like a wide group of friends that maybe don't all know each other that well, it's going to be hard to find someone you all personally know.
You could be Ronald McDonald. Everyone knows the famous clown.
But they don't personally know him. Like we said, I think this is one that really varies depending on who you're playing with. And if you do have people who are a little bit more shy, don't want to speak up, or people who aren't very quick with thinking of that sort of thing, it's maybe not the game for you.
And also the fact that you can pretty much play it without any of this is also a hard sell.
Or just, make up your own at home and go for it. Or play celebrity heads. For me, that would be more fun. Yeah. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comment section down below if you enjoy this sort of party game with guessing and questions, celebrity head sort of things.
I will also mention, that most of the people on the cards are actually really well known, Elvis Presley and Donald Trump and things like that, so.
Yeah, no obscure ones.
No obscure.
Hit that subscribe button and check back soon. We have videos every single Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.